Hey YouTube, it's me. I'm sorry. I repent. It's been well over a week now since I've posted a video, but even that one actually was something I'd shot a couple of days prior to posting and kind of forgot to post it. But I'm really here for two reasons today. First is to say that tomorrow, probably, maybe in a couple of days, I'm going to be posting something on my channel that's different. It's not anything that I've even created. It's not anything that was really even truly created. It's a video that a friend of mine shot, and she just doesn't know what it is. She'd like some opinions and some thoughts, and she showed it to me and asked if I knew, and I was like, no, I don't, but YouTube is where you go for anything these days, and this really is true. Gone are self-help websites. YouTube, watch someone do it. I learn a lot better seeing someone do something rather than reading it, or if I can do both, that would be pretty sweet. Anyways, that's the first reason for posting. The second reason is something that I stopped off at a park today on my way home and babbled for 20 minutes to camera for this, and it wasn't needed. The problem was I didn't have notes with me, and these notes were here at my apartment. So I'm not going to post that 20-minute partial answer to this. Not really. Well, I guess, yeah, a question. It's a question that I may post it. If you guys really want to see me talk for 20 minutes at length about stuff that just isn't really on topic, and yeah, it probably won't make it to YouTube, is what I'll say. But if you check on my channel, just go back a couple of years, and I'll post a link in the description, maybe even put an annotation in for it. But a couple of years ago, I tried my hand at vlogging for the first time. And that was quite a while ago. A lot has changed since then, and one of my favorite people on YouTube, WalkingCasino, asked me on that video, what's different about me now, basically is what he said. How have I changed over the last, it's 4 years now, basically. Next month is going to be 4 years, I believe. How have I changed in that amount of time? And there are a multitude of ways. We'll start with number one. My appearance has changed. I still have the same basic appearance, but my goatee is not as thick as it used to be. I didn't realize until quite recently that my goatee was a little thicker back then. Back to there. Not in terms of the actual amount of coverage, in this area, just I let it to whatever. You don't care. And my hair, my hair it's thinner. It's definitely thinner. It's not, it's on its way out, we'll say. Hopefully I make it a 30 with a head of hair. So yeah, that's changed. That's definitely changed. But overall, yeah, I do look about the same. The main difference in terms of my appearance is I've dropped maybe 40 pounds since then. I was unemployed at the time that I posted that video and didn't find another job until maybe about a month after I posted it, which is why I stopped video blogging. Because I felt like I had some stuff brewing back then. I had some thoughts. But it didn't happen. Those videos don't exist. They were never created. So here I am today, talking to you fine folks. And I'm at this point I'm glad, because I really enjoy communicating with the people that I've met on YouTube over the last couple of months since I've started actively posting video blogs. Really, you guys you're pretty neat. Let's see, I'm gonna go to my notes because I jotted down some ideas the other day. Okay, PMA, positive mental attitude, is something that has changed in my life, honestly, over the last year, we'll call it. Everyone goes through shit in their life. I am no different. I went through some shit. I've gone through a couple of some shits in my life. And, you either wallow in your misery, or you pull yourself up by the bootstraps, as they so cliched would say, and you move on. And that's what I've done. There's not a thing in this world, I hope, that that at this point can ruin me. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can handle anything that life throws at me. And I do believe that I can, because of positive mental attitude. Because things change, things happen, bad things happen, really bad things happen. But there's nothing you can do about it after it's happened, right? You can either accept it, deal with it, and move on, live your life and try to be happy, or you can just let it make you miserable. And no, I'm done with that. Done having anyone make me miserable. So, positive mental attitude. People tried to preach this to me for years and years and years and years, the whole positive mental attitude. They didn't give it that label of positive mental attitude. They just said fake happy until you are happy. That didn't work for me. Just the whole thought of faking something didn't work for me. So what I did is I eliminated the people and the things in my life that made me unhappy. Things that made me negative. People who, they would only come to me if, for negative things. They were thinking negatively, and they wanted someone else to join them in their misery, I guess. Things like that. Those people are not here anymore. There are some people that, everyone has their problems. So everyone is going to have that sometimes. But, if it's every day and you always have something to complain about and you can never say, man, life's pretty sweet, then I don't have need for you. And no, not everyone's life is awesome. Everyone has stuff. I've said it, like 3 times already in this video. Everyone has something that's making them unhappy or trying to make them unhappy, but you have the choice to either allow it or not to allow it. And I've decided to not allow anything or anyone to make me unhappy. And it's made a lot of difference. It took a while for me to, after I'd eliminated these things, I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, well, when I listen to that, or when I hear that, that makes me sad, or that makes me angry. I'm not going to listen to it anymore. It was nice to know that someone could identify with things that I was thinking and feeling, like in terms of music and stuff, But, once you know that they can identify with you, how can we make it better? They don't tell you in those negative, sad, depressing, and angry songs how to make it better, how to change anything. They just tell you to keep being that way. And that's not alright. You can't do that. You can't let anything destroy your shot at life. So yeah, positive mental attitude. I could really go on for hours about it. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to halt that right now, in fact. But let's see. What else? Well, overall, my interests are the same. Still a huge wrestling nerd. I have no doubt that I'm going to be a huge wrestling nerd until the day that I die. That's, it's my first love. It's definitely my first love. And it comes before, before pretty much anyone is, pro wrestling. And I know that's crazy, but everyone also has something in their world that they love, They're, that thing that just, it can turn a shit day into something incredible. So that's definitely one thing. I still love wrestling, still love football. Yeah, I mean, they're still there. They're probably going to be there for forever, especially wrestling, man. Once you get the art of wrestling, and I know a lot of people drop the F word with wrestling. Don't do that. Yeah, it's an art. It really is. All your multi-million-dollar actors and things, they get many chances to get it right. And these people don't. They get it right in front of, a few thousand people, upwards of, they sell out arenas and stuff, and that's cool, but I was at, I was at the last 2 WrestleManias, so I was at 2 football stadiums, 2 NFL stadiums. I can't remember the names of either of them to save my life. It was the stadium that the Dolphins play in and the stadium that the Hawks, oh my God, the Falcons play in, the Atlanta Falcons. And they were sold out. I've never seen that much humanity in person in my life. And there were millions of people watching around the world. And it was live. And the things that happen in that ring, man, it's an art. It's a physical art. It really is. And you get one chance to get it right. Or, yeah, it's, I don't know. But it's one of those things. It's like a lot of things in this world. You either like it and you get it, it just clicks, or it doesn't. And there are plenty of people who they probably can't be wrestling fans. They can't get past the fact. They can't. Mickey Rourke, man. As an actor, he's amazing. He was in the movie The Wrestler. But he said that he's a former boxer. He said that once he realized that it has nothing to do with his sport, it's just because it takes place in a ring. It is not boxing. It's nothing like that. Then he got it. He learned to appreciate and understand wrestling. And if you can do that, then, congratulations. You'll understand I guess why I'm talking at length about it now. But moving on now. man, a lot's happened. A lot has happened over the last 4 years. I'm working now at the job that I got shortly after I posted that first update. Still there, in a different position, and doing better there, I think. But overall, still there. So, but that changed, man. To think that until recently, I hadn't posted a video blog because I've had that job. That's bananas. That's just a big marker to me, because it feels like I've been there for forever, you know? Not in a negative way. I enjoy, actually, my job now a lot. But yeah, a lot's happened, dude. A lot's happened. People have come and gone. Wow, just so much stuff. I still live in the same place. The place where I shot my first video blog is that way. I mean, it's, you know, the next room over and all that, but a lot's changed, man. A whole lot. I can't even, I'll think on that, and if I have time, we'll cover it. But, let's see, one thing that's changed is I've managed and learned to accept eccentricities in people and in myself. I know that I don't know, everyone's different, you know? Everyone's kind of weird, not everyone thinks the same. I've always felt and been told that I was kind of weird, and I'm cool with it. I've always been cool with it. I've always known that it was the case, but I haven't really embraced it until recently. And really, it's going to sound stupid, but I started wearing a hat that you've seen in a couple of these videos, the straw hat. And for some reason, that was my first taste of it. I've always wanted to kind of blend in, which is hard to do because I'm tall. I'm a tall dude. Just as a person, I'm a presence sometimes when I'm in a room. But the thing is, I'm also shy, and I like to be to myself and not be bothered. But I am a presence. I don't know why people decide that they want to talk to me and stuff, and I'm cool with it now. And I used to not be, but I've embraced other people, man. They can be pretty cool. A lot of people are shitty, yeah, and a lot of good people do shitty things. There's so many complications with people, but everyone's, we're all human. We all fuck up. We all try to make up for it, hopefully, and if not, then whatever. That's, we're free to live our lives as we'd like, within reason, right? So I've learned to accept people, and I've learned to accept also that maybe I am kind of different. And I'm cool with it, because, I don't know, and I guess really that's something that I've always, cognitively I've accepted it a long time ago, but I've never actually done it. And then, for some reason, and it sounds so stupid, and it sounds so small, but I started wearing this hat, and people would look at me, and then they would just be like, oh, that dude's, what? Alright, well, I'm gonna go over there now. I don't know, they don't know, I don't know, this doesn't make sense. So many things make sense in my brain that I just can't put into words, I can't articulate it for you folks. And it's not that I can't, but I can't right now. For some reason, the words don't come to me like I need them to, and it's frustrating, but it's no big deal because I'm gonna think of them later, and maybe it'll be another post. Maybe I'll leave it in the comments description. I don't know, but yeah, somehow wearing a hat, it made me, because just looking at me, I stand out, but, overall, I'm wearing a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt, but it's not uncommon to see a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt these days. You can get this shit from Walmart. Which is crazy. He was a stoner hippie and stuff, right? He was, I don't know. Look at him. He's like, man, I'm gonna drop some acid, baby. Then I'm gonna play some guitar for you. Wow. Yeah, that happened. But yeah, so I just, for some reason I started wearing a hat, and the way people looked at me, it made sense somehow. Because people, they don't make sense to me sometimes. And that's cool. That's what's cool about them, is because everyone thinks and acts and behaves differently. I'm going on now. I've returned to the going on thing. This really fell apart, this video. But this is, man, I've made a few attempts at it so far. I think this is the one that's gonna stick. You know what I'm saying, right? This is the one that's gonna actually make it to YouTube, because I'm done. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about how I've changed, because I'm happy that I've changed. I've changed a lot. Like, I'm still basically the same person. I have the same morals and stuff, but yeah, I've changed, and that's cool. It's good to change. I'd be disappointed if I looked back and hadn't changed. I'm, slightly flabbergasted by the degree of change that's happened over the last 4 years or so, but it has, and it's for the better. I think any change really is for the better, because in the end, even if it sucks, and sometimes life does suck, like, pretty much everything in your environment does suck, and sometimes that lasts for, like, years, but life changes, like, stuff gets better. It's not going to suck for forever. If it does suck, and you don't have, it doesn't have to suck at any point. You can decide that, to find silver lining in every cloud. That's such a cliched saying, but so true. But I think I'm going to stop now. I think I'm going to stop talking, because I've stopped making sense to myself. I'm exhausted. I just got home from work. I spoke at length in the park for a video that I'm probably never going to post to YouTube. And it's not because anything... It's just, this video at this point is almost the same length, but whatever. I babble in both. I thank you guys for watching. My voice is going now. I just got home from work. Exhausted. I need to go drink some water, I think. You can see how chapped my lips are. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm really tired. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.